Town, Petco Park, a new beginning, let's go. Started back rocking the brown. Ever since we've been knocking them down. Baby said she wanna go to the game. Taught her how to say Padre gang. Started back rocking the brown. Ever since we've been knocking them down. Mitchell and Ness with the old school name. All of the homies holler Padre gang. Yeah, that.
And good day, everybody. Welcome to the June 15th Padres versus Cubs pregame show. I am your host, Ben Fad, and I already see Anthony is in here in the chat. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Padres enter tonight's matchup with the Cubs at 39-24. It's their best 63-game start in franchise history. The Cubs, on the other side of things, they have 8 in a row. They're now 23-38 after being up 5-0 in last night's game and losing 12-5, 12 unanswered runs by our Padres offense. Just an amazing night from the fifth inning on. Kyle Hendricks pitching really well, and then once they brought in that really trash bullpen, things changed. And so it's good to be on the other side of that. It's not our trash bullpen, it's another team's trash bullpen that we're dominating off of against, And it definitely made it great coming off of earlier in the day with the Fernando news that the timeline's going to be pushed back. We don't know when the next scan's going to be. He's still not going to be able to swing. Come out there, put up 12 runs, and it's like, Fernando, take your dang time. So that was great. But I'll give my full reaction and all that on the series reaction episode after tomorrow's game, like I always do. If you want to be a part of the show, 619-335-570. That is the voicemail number if you want to be featured in an upcoming episode. And then at Talking Friars on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I hope you subscribe to this YouTube channel for daily Padres content. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate all of your support. Anyone in the comments here, feel free. Any questions or comments that you have, let me know. Anthony says, good day, Ben, and the rest of the Talking Friars community. Great game last night. Expect more runs tonight. Lack of info for the Padres Cubs pitcher, so don't have a pick on for a Padre yet. Yeah, I don't think the lineups are out yet. The Cubs lineup is, but for my Padre pick, it's a Padre that I'm picking, and I don't believe their lineup is out yet. But hopefully it will be out as I am talking. We are less than 3 hours away from first pitch. The big storyline, though, 5:05 first pitch, Bally Sport Diego, 97.3 The Fan. Padres are in first place in the National League West. Cubs are in fourth place in the National League Central, 12.5 games back. The big storyline, obviously, is Ryan Weathers coming back, making his Major League Padres season debut, and I have no idea what to expect from him. I really don't. I wasn't surprised. I was surprised by Ryan Weathers being the one that was called up, considering he allowed 11 runs in his last 2 minor league outings combined. He's only allowed 2 or less runs like 4 times this year. He's allowed 5 runs once, 6 runs once, 8 runs once, 4 runs, 6, 5, a lot of home runs. He allowed 3 home runs against Reno at one point. Just really, really struggling. And the good news is the Padres have not needed to bring him up because of how good their rotation has been. But in terms of what to expect from Ryan Weathers, I mean, if he gets through 5 innings, I'm going to be happy. The bullpen is pretty rested. Craig Stammen hasn't pitched in a few days, so I guess the worst case scenario is that they can go to Craig Stammen if they need to, or they can go to Steven Wilson if they need to. If things start to get a hand there with Ryan Weathers. They won the 2 games in this series with Joe Musgrove pitching tomorrow. They'll have a good chance, regardless of what happens tonight, to win the series, take 3 out of 4. So I'm not going to be mad if they lose this game. I guess let me clarify. I won't be mad if they lose this game if it's because Ryan Weathers gets off to a bad start and the offense just can't recover. Like, I don't know what we should be expecting out of Ryan Weathers. He has not been good in El Paso. Now, what I hope is that he pulls a Reese Kinnear. Well, Reese Kinnear, that's one of the what to watch for today. Kinnear came up through 4+ shutout innings against Colorado this past weekend after having a 7.84 ERA in the minor leagues this year. Will Weathers have that same thing, just suck in El Paso and then come up and dominate? We'll see. Rockies and Cubs offenses are not the strongest offenses, so we'll see. Another thing to watch for tonight, will Manny finally get his 1,500th hit? Did I just say 1,500? 1,500th hit. He went over last night. He got robbed on a diving catch by the center fielder in his last at bat. So, see if he'll be able to half the 3,000 tonight. We will see. Flaherty is, can he get to over 500 as the manager, right? Bob Melvin, there hasn't been an update on him really. He, Clev, Morahone, Christensen, I think they still are back in San Diego. They have to test positive or negative twice before I think they can get on the plane to Chicago. Or it might be to, where would it be? Colorado, if they don't test, negative twice in, while the team's in Chicago. So Flaherty, he is, I think, 2-2 right now, as the manager, because won the first 2 games of the Chicago series, lost the last 2 against Colorado. So, yeah, 2-2. Can he get to 3-2 tonight? We'll see. As for Caleb Killian, there's not a whole lot to talk about there. He's made, just looking at his game logs, he's made 1 start. June 4th, it ended up being a 7-4 loss to the Cardinals. It went 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 6 on 83 pitches. 51% of 51 of those were strikes, so 61% of those pitches were strikes. Don't really have a big scouting report on him. He's 25 years old. So this is going to be a game of, we don't really know what to expect out of either pitcher. And I guess the one that doesn't struggle out of the gate is definitely going to give his team the advantage. And the Padres have the better offense than the Cubs do. They have the better bullpen than the Cubs do. The Cubs bullpen is absolute garbage. So we'll see. Hi, Randall. How's Saul? How's it going? Saul? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry. Saul Man 4. Did the what to watch fors for the bullpen situation today. Let's see here. So Rogers didn't even pitch yesterday. Can you guys see this? Yeah, okay. Rogers didn't pitch yesterday, so he should be good. Garcia, Hill, Stammen. Again, like I mentioned earlier, Stammen. If weather sucks, I think that they'd bring in Stammen to be a long guy. Kyle Tyler, props to him. I will definitely talk about him in the series reaction episode. 2 shutout innings, get his first win of his major league career last night against the Cubs after being DFA'd 5 times this season, including twice by the Padres. So props to him, but he'll probably not pitch tonight. But they got a lot of guys available. So that's good news behind Ryan Weathers tonight. And then we got lineups yet? I haven't seen any tweets about any lineups. For the Cubs, it's Christopher Morel, Wilson Contreras, who is killing the Padres. 2 bombs last night. That was pretty much the only Cubs offense, though. Patrick Wisdom hitting third right. Frank Schwindel, Jan Gomes, Ian Happ, Nico Horner, Jonathan VR, PJ Higgins. Never heard of PJ Higgins. He's hitting .317. He is batting 9th, playing third base. Again, never heard of him. And Caleb Killian on the mound. So, yeah, Contreras is hitting .333 off of Ryan Weathers, only in 6 at-bats. Jan Gomes, only in 2 at-bats. So the sample size is pretty much nothing. I'm going to reload this. I don't see a Padres lineup yet. But if one comes out, definitely let you know. Again, first night at 5:05. Anthony says another winner for Ben last night with Jake. Padre pick last night. Is that 40 now? Keep it going. Great job. I appreciate that. Again, I'm not doing it for money or anything. It's just a little fun thing for this pregame show. Crony went 3 for 4, back-to-back 3-hit games. I put a stat out earlier today on Twitter. His OPS this month is like over 1,000. His June stats are a lot better than what his May stats were. He is on fire right now. Today I'm going to go with Manny. I'm 38-20 so far this season in my game show Padre pick. I'll go with Manny. Because I assume he's in the lineup. Again, I haven't seen the lineups, but I assume he's in the lineup. And he's good for that 1,500th hit. I think he'll get it. think he'll get it tonight. I like that last swing, last at bat. I wasn't confident that he was going to get it last night because I knew Kyle Hendricks was pitching. And that's why I went with Crony. Got a single in his first at bat, kind of like a pitching wedge right out into right center field. Fell in perfectly, placed it perfectly. But I'll go with Manny today. I just feel confident that he'll be able to get halfway to 3,000 tonight. All right. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, Cubs are 23 and 38, like I mentioned. Padres are 39 and 24. Kind of got through that my pregame show portion pretty quick there. Okay, the Padres lineup is out, according to Kevin Acee. Let's take a look at this. Just got that notification. Okay, here we go. Man, whoever's writing this lineup for the Padres makes no sense. I don't get these nicknames, but whatever. Here's the Padres lineup. This is according to Kevin Acee. JP. Who's JP? JP. Profar. Duh. Jerkson Profar leading off. See, it's hard when you just see these names. It's like, who is this? Profar's leading off, playing left. Jacob with a K is playing second base. Manny's playing at third, so Manny's my Padre pick. Voidy, Luke Voigt DHing. Don't understand why everyone, for a nickname, you just put the Y at the end of it. Voidy is batting fourth. Haas with a Z. I think Christensen put it with a S earlier this year. He's batting fifth, playing first. Georgie is catching. Who's Georgie? Jorge Alfaro? Like Jorge Georgie, I think. Nomar Mazzara is playing right. HSK, Hassan Kim at short. TG, Trent Grisham is batting ninth, playing center field. So that's the lineup. My mom says my sister thinks Manny's going to get his 1,500th hit today in his first at bat. Hopefully, we'll see. Caleb Killing. Yeah, I've never heard of this guy. One start this year. We'll see. All right, I think that's going to do it. Not a whole lot to talk about because of the starting pitching matchups. There's just literally not a whole lot to discuss because you just don't really know what you're going to get out of them. I mean, some NL West action today. The Royals are playing in San Francisco against the Giants. That's tied at 2. Arizona's up 3-2 on the Reds right now. The Dodgers host the Angels later tonight. Don was doing the TBS game. That's why Jesse's been on in Chicago. That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot anything else. I mean, Miles Michaelis last night came one pitch away from a no-hitter. It was a ball that kept carrying, and Harrison Bader is one of the best defensive center fielders in the game, and he wasn't able to get it. So I don't think it was going to be a hit. I think it was going to be a hit either way. I think that's going to do it for the Talking Friars Padres Cubs pregame show for June 15th, 2022. Enjoy your Wednesday night, everybody. Ryan Weathers tonight, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.